Okay, let us continue with the RSI. How we're going to use RSI in this chart axis. Okay, first thing first, we need to choose the RSI indicator from the indicator tabs. Okay, in this chart axis, they provide two. The first one is RSI and the second one is the RSI smooth. So we will use the normal RSI. Okay, so as I mentioned, by default, RSI will set a 14 days to the formula. And this one, the upper limit refer to the overbought area and lower limit refer to the oversold area. We can change it into any combination, but it must make sure the sum up is 100. For example, we can change the upper limit to 80 and the lower limit automatically will become 20. Or we want to increase we want to decrease the upper limit to 60 and increase the upper limit to 40. Okay. In this example, I just want to use a default setting. So I just apply and close. Okay, so this RSI looks like. So it's mentioned here, RSI 14 days. Okay, so this chart, a pattern chart showing a downtrend. Okay, so we can use RSI first by looking into the crossover rule for a buying and selling signal. So how you want to know? Okay, so the first one I mentioned just in the previous part, buying signal for RSI appear when the RSI line in the oversold area. Okay, oversold means that the supply more than the demand. Okay, and then this RSI line started increase, it started curve up and increase, crosses the oversold line. Okay, so at this point is indicating a buying signal. However, we need to be careful since this stock is a downtrend stock. So it might show a few times of buying indicator or buying signal. However, you need to be careful to make sure that you not trapped in a fall signal. Even though I mentioned that whenever the RSI in this oversold area and crosses above the oversold line is indicate buying signal, but you need to always check the price chart. Okay, for example, here it show a buying signal. However, when we see, okay, yes, you can buy, but with a very small opportunity to make profit. So my advice, whenever you want to use RSI, you need to check the price trend first. Okay, let's move to another stock that may show an uptrend. Okay, maybe we choose Harta. Okay, so this Harta showing uptrend. Okay, we delete first. Okay, so in this example, I use Harta stocks. Okay, okay. Okay, first we want to focus on the buying and selling signal before I focus to the top failure or bottom failure. Okay, so let's look into shorter time frame. Okay, we can see that, okay, or maybe we just reverse back. We can see that these stocks for the past 2 years, okay, around this one is starting mid of 2018 until now, it indicating two different trend. So at the beginning, at the very beginning, it show a downtrend. Okay, as we can see here, a downtrend, and then it started to create an uptrend somewhere over here. Okay, so this is a downtrend, uptrend. So in this stock just now, if I can draw, sorry, I can draw. So this one showing a bottom failure. Okay, what are the meaning of bottom failure? This when the price is downtrend, however RSI creating a higher low. Okay, so but I just want to focus into a buy and selling signal first. So just imagine you are monitoring the stock, okay, like this and this. Okay, you see that, oh, this is a bottom failure. Okay, bottom failure swing means that price is decreased. However, the RSI started creating a higher a higher low. Okay, so it's may indicating a buy signal. So how we want to use? Okay, so first we will check whenever the RSI crosses the oversold line, that indicate a buying signal. Okay, as I mentioned just now, okay, this buying signal during the sideway, okay, during a sideway, something at this point is a sideway, okay, we can see that RSI is very volatile, in up and down, okay, okay, then during the downtrend line, most of the time RSI will situated below the 50% line, and in the uptrend most of the time RSI will situated at the above 50% line. Okay, okay, all. So let's focus. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, so if you ask me, what should I do now? If I have intention, or if you have intention to buy this stock, is it a right time to buy? Okay, again, we can see that buy signal for RSI is when the RSI at the oversold area and crosses above. However, since this point, okay, RSI never come back or never come down and crosses the oversold. So this indicated a strong bullish trend. Okay, you can see that it's increased and just make a correction around 50% and it keep on increase again, make correction and keep on increase again. Okay, in this situation, definitely it won't goes to any strong buying signal at this point. Okay, it won't go down at this level. Okay, if you ask me now how I want to make use of the RSI to help me, is by looking into the position, the current position of the RSI. I mean at this point. Okay, if we can see that RSI, okay, just crosses below the overbought line. So we know that when it crosses below the overbought line, okay, it's indicating a selling signal. And at this point, if we see the price chart, it shows a heavy transaction or or there are quite a volatile movement in price at these 2 days. That's why the RSI crosses below this overbought line. Okay, but does this indicate the trend will reverse from uptrend to downtrend? It's not yet. Okay, I can see it's still uptrend. Why? I am very confident it's still uptrend. As long as the RSI is above a 50% line, we shouldn't be worried about a reversal of trend. So my advice, if you want to buy these stocks, okay, we can buy this stock once the RSI started curve up. Okay, it's curved up. Okay, we can see that at this point it's curved down and it already started to curve up. Okay, if you want to buy, so you can buy once the RSI curve up and crosses again this overbought, you can buy it again. Okay, so for the time being, my advice, get ready to buy. Wait until a correction finish. Okay, it may take 2-3 days or a week. For example, you can see here, okay, it's increased and this is a correction. Okay, it takes about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 2 weeks before it's continue increase. And okay, RSI already show a correction signal at this point. And it crosses below the overbought line and then it's moved. Okay, you can see that, and once it crosses the overbought, it signals that a correction has finished and price continue increase. Okay, increase, and during these increases, the RSI keep position above the 70% or at the overbought position. Okay, then it cross below to make another correction. So you need to be careful during an uptrend. Yes, it will cross few times the overbought line because the price make a pullback or a correction. Okay, as I mentioned, how do you want to know if the price will reverse from uptrend to a downtrend? Okay, once the RSI crosses this 50%, you need to be careful because there is a possibility of reversal in trend. Okay, so it's similar to a downtrend. You can also check something like that. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me during the discussion time. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.